Okay, this is for my gardeners out there. I put this slug repellent on my plants the last time I was out here. They had started growing good. My collard greens was coming back. Everything was coming back. So to keep the slugs, I used the slug repellent. Well, when I came out today, I noticed the last time it was a little brown on my plants. Well, now they're dying. And this is what's on everything. Everything. And this is how they're dying. They made it through the frost. I put the slug repellent on them. And now, greens, gone. These are collards. See that brown spot? That's all gone. All this was collards a few days ago. And now look at them. All dead. Can anybody tell me, have slug repellent ever killed your plants? See that brown? That's how they start. They start turning that brown and then they die off. All these had plants in them. See how they all dead now? All of them. And I think whatever it is, it's affecting my onions now. These were tall, big, and healthy and thick the other day. They all look like they're dying now. All my onions, everything is dying. It's like it affected my entire garden. I guess I'm gonna have to call it a wash. I'm gonna leave everything alone because I'm not planting anything else. But this is very disheartening. So if you're a gardener and you know what's going on, please let me know. See how beautiful, they were all big and thick. This is it on every single one. Even my kale and stuff is dying. Look at that. Whatever that is. And it happened once I put the slug repellent in there. And it let off this funny foul scent. I put it over here. I put it on all my plants because I thought I could. And look at that. So, look at how that one turned brown. It's the slug repellent. It got to be. And that's it, that little white stuff. I won't add no more to it because I'm really thinking that's what's killing my plants. Is the slug repellent. Now, I didn't put slug repellent in here. And look at how nice that one is. No slug repellent in there. And look how nice he is. I put slug repellent in here. But these, for some reason, they started doing bad. Yep, see? I put slug repellent in here. And look. So, it's the slug repellent. It gotta be. It has to be the slug repellent. All right, I answered my own question. I answered my own question because it's on every plant that I put the slug repellent on. All right, I won't be using that anymore. Okay, you guys, now I'm at the other end of the garden. As you can see, the same thing with these plants. And I container, everything in the container. So everything is separate. And it said it was a soil problem. It's not a soil problem because I have this huge garden and I have the same damage on every last tree. So I know for a fact it have to be the sluggo. I poured sluggo in all of these. They were beautiful, still green, and they all dead. Same thing happened over there with my collard greens and everything, and my cabbage. They started dying. Look at that. So, it's the sluggo. That's the only thing I did across the board. I've always fertilized and never had an issue. So the only thing new I added to my garden was the sluggo. And in every section of this garden, I have dead, root rotted plants. And it killed it from the roots, a lot of them. Some of them is barely hanging on. Look at that one. But this is how, as you can see, no slugs, but it's killing them from the root across the board. And that brown is why. Look at that. Root rot. Look at that. So it's either because of the frost or root rot. But I just came out here last week. We have not had a frost. And these plants were fine until I added the sluggo. So these are dead. There's nothing I can do with these. And that was cauliflower that was planted back in July. And it lasted all the way up until now. I'll be dang. Look at this one. He gonna die too. I'm gonna pull him up. See? Ooh. Not even that deep of a root. All right, guys. I just wanted you to see what I'm dealing with. Look at that. Came right on up. That was cauliflower too. Now, this crazy, this little spinach, she's trying to grow. And a lot of people say it's hard to grow spinach, which it is. But that's my spinach. She's doing okay. I just tore a little brown piece off of that too, though. But it's not that type of brown. See, this is a regular, like dead leaf. So the sluggo didn't affect, take the weeds out. Didn't affect that, but the sluggo affected this. Look at it. See, I'm looking at the root down off in there. I'm gonna leave it. Hopefully she'll come back. I'll know in a few days. I'll come back out here. It's a cauliflower that was planted back in July. Cabbage planted back in July. Cabbage heads never formed at all. They never formed. And they were real nice and thick and green, but now look at them. Garden is not for the weak at heart, I tell you. Okay, guys, that's it. If you know what to do to try and save my plants, let me know. So these is the onions that's been in the ground for about 3 months. And this is as large as they done got. This is how the size they were when I put them in there. So when I looked, it looked like they had turned brown, and I Googled what to do, and it says peel them back to the white and then put them in fresh dirt and start over and make sure you have plenty of drainage. I had them in a grow bag, so I don't know what happened. I didn't take them all up. I just took these up. I got a lot of onions out there, and they're not growing at all. I put them in there this size, and they haven't grew at all. And these are Hoss onions. These were the ones that I got from Hoss. It's not Hoss, it's me. I've seen too many people order their stuff and did good. This is my first time winter gardening, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna put them here in the house, in my grow area, and I'll show you that. And we're gonna leave them in there for a while and see if they grow at all. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is it. I transplanted the onions. I don't know what's gonna happen. We gonna see. So I transplanted them yesterday back in here, and I put one in each one of these little trays. And we just gonna see what happens. And I put them down here as well. So before I transplant all the ones in the yard, I left some in the yard and I brought some in the house, like I said. I don't know if they're going to continue to grow and bulb into big white onions, yellow onions, or not. I don't know how long it even takes for them to grow into big size onions. So I'll research that and I'll add that, what I find in this vlog, okay? But this is what it's looking like in the grow area.